What? Okay, I don't really have too much time today. You know what I might do? Dude, whoever joined that, good job. You cooked. You got, like, in the stream very, very early. I guess it's Hunter. Ooh, dumbass. Unfortunately, guys, my sister will not be joining me this week. She has her PlayStation at home. Yeah, beat its ass! Oh, Thorns 3 is a lot less expensive than I thought it would be. Usually on every single world I get, it's expensive as hell. If this is gonna break. sorry. That's good potatoes. Why is my... I'm gonna get 8 emeralds. That's a multiple of 9. everybody's done this. I know I'm not thinking I'm gonna break it. And it's like, there you go. There you go. For all you nerds that think you can break bedrock. Look, I'm literally mining it with a netherite pickaxe. Bye, yes, I know you can't break it. I'm just trying to prove my point. You can't break bedrock. Everybody does that. You're not a Minecrafter unless you just sit here for about a couple minutes trying to mine bedrock. Hello. Oh yes, big tough chunk. Again, JT, let me remind you, I have... Alright, no problem. I went from a massive tough hater, okay? I was a big old hater of tough. And now I absolutely love it. Yes, that's what I love about tough mining, is that it's a lot softer and easier to mine than deep slate. So if you start mining tough, not only are you getting a nice resource for building, now you're actually exposing diamonds. Mojang actually revived tough. Good job. I'll give Mojang that. They did good on tough. Like, I remember when it came out, I'm like, can we at least get like a brick? And there we go. Mojang actually cooked with tough. It's not as hard to mine as deep slate, and it still makes good ass brick. Especially with me, my favorite three colors are black, gray, and red. It is my color palette. It's really my shirt. deep slate is like a black. Not pitch black, but perfect black. And deep slate is like a nice gray color. More! More diamonds. That's three diamond veins in one hit. I need to target tough veins now. Man, do I need to go tough? Do I need to go tough mining? Do I need to go tough mining? Do I need to go tough mining? I have 47 diamonds from Fortune, of course, but still, that's really good. I had found 4 diamond veins. I need to go tough mining. Chat, if you ever get yourself in the deep and mining for diamonds, target these tough veins. They're a lot easier to get through. They mine faster and they give you a good brick. And, well, just look, it gives you a lot of diamonds. I mean, yeah, you have to. I have a Fortune 3, Efficiency 5 Netherite pickaxe, but with a Fortune, with a same like as a diamond pickaxe, you should be able to get away with that. You can make like a little home down here too. Flatten it out, and it'd be nice. Dude, I'm actually watching a video over this one guy, like upper echelon gamers, who made a stupid Doom review. So apparently, this guy made a really critical point, is that apparently, upper echelon, I used to watch him, I don't anymore, because honestly, when he went political, that's when I'm like, yeah, you don't care about gaming views. or gaming reviews, whatever, you only care about exploiting shit in the world to get a quick profit. So like, yeah, I don't really care. He had a good point in the very first, in the beginning, but then he went to shit. But it's funny, because this guy made a really good point that he makes fun of SJWs, and yet he gets more triggered than an SJW, which is funny in my opinion.
He made, and while overall it is a very bad review.
Upper Echelon Gaming's Doom review is the most pathetic as him by Griffin Gaming. Go check it out.
Standard. Like, I'm fine if you don't like the game. That's perfectly fine. First-person shooters, arena shooters are not for everyone, but the way he represents his review is absolutely laughable. But we will get into that. So, you know, my interest was piqued, so I wanted to go see what the comments were like and see what people were roasting him for. And well, the first thing that caught my attention was a pinned comment from him, basically addressing all the backlash he was receiving from this video.
Big ass tough fan, dude.
Yeah, that's right. Everyone who disagrees with you is a fanboy. You should be doing this, though. You should be playing like that, though. The game like that, so you're bad. Same thing happened with Red Dead 2 Online, Fallout 76, Anthem, Division 2 PvP. I'm used to it. Where are all the fans of those games now? I say on multiple occasions how many things I love, but that's not what the ears hear. Half the comments will inevitably become rehashed points that are in direct contradiction to the things I literally said, but they don't listen. Fanboys are a fucking disease. But anyway, as you can see, he's not mad whatsoever. You know, he's just so right.
Yeah, this guy's tilted as hell, bro.
Receiving over a Doom Eternal review,
I love it. This guy is so tilted.
The backlash you received from Fallout 76 fanboys, you know, that's definitely a comparable situation here. You know, Fallout 76, a literal broken piece of shit, versus...
I agree. I'm a Fallout fanboy, and I hate Fallout 76. You're comparing Fallout 76
you know, when I saw this, I decided to make a community
to Doom Eternal. It's like comparing shit to diamonds, man.
Because on Twitter, you know,
there's no comparison.
I can't really respond to anything. So I figured I would make a quick community post, and I really
Fallout 76 is a lot better, but it doesn't compare to Doom Eternal.
At this point, I said, imagine comparing Doom Eternal to Fallout 76 and Anthem. Couldn't be me. These slow news days have gaming news channels reaching hard. And well, you know, I figured that was going to be the end of it. So I think
I played Doom Eternal. I'd rank it a definitely good 9 out of 10.
Address some of the stuff.
Maybe even like a 10 out of 10.
Now I went ahead and clipped all the different points of contention from this review.
I love it. It's one of the best combats.
Look at them for ourselves.
Or has some of the best combat in a game I've ever felt. I love the combat in Doom.
He's already openly insulting people who like this game. Okay, that's amazing to me that he expects people aren't going to get pissed because
Doom is like a cult fanfic. I don't know why it says fanfic, but a cult classic.
I am not in love with Doom Eternal at all. It's got some great aspects, certainly more good than bad. At the end of this video, I will genuinely recommend it for a certain demographic of gamers. Spoiler, I like it enough to do that, and I'll explain thoroughly why in just a minute. But I will not just be sucking this game's like I've seen so many other people doing over.
Hi, Top Hat. By the way, I have absolutely zero, you know, problem with people disliking Doom, and I accept it. I mean, you know what? I don't really like, you know, Skyrim that much. There's a lot of people that like Skyrim. However, there's a lot of people that love Skyrim and hate Fallout. You know what? You want to hate Fallout? No problem. That is your opinion, and that is a respectable opinion at that. I mean, we all have games we love and don't like. We all have to kind of respect each other's opinions to a certain degree at the end of the day. Because who cares? We're liking a video game where at the end of the day, nothing from the video game exists in real life. For the most part. Right? There might be some historical game or whatever, but you get the point. But when you're doing reviews like this, it's not a really good idea to really insult the fan base, and not because it's being offensive, because it's very immature and shows that you can't take criticism as a person.
Last few days.
And no, I'm not.
Which is hypocritical when you're criticizing a game and you criticize and you're, you know, complaining that people are pissed.
See, immediately, if you don't have the same problems as him with this game, you are sucking its dick. That is what he is implying before he.
Yeah, I'm sucking Doom's. You know what? Because I don't have problems with it.
100 here. You know, this guy is openly insulting people that don't agree with him in the first minute of his video.
Yeah, nobody's gonna agree with you. Not because they're snowflakes, because nobody likes immature the last hat.
It's one of the reasons why a lot of
Nobody
people
likes immature
in the
asshole.
comment section. So yeah, this is kind of a longer clip, but you really just need to hear it to get the full context.
I'll try to summarize it as best I can, and anyone who plays for more than probably 6 or 8 hours will unfortunately figure out exactly what I mean here. Because your ammo recharge is tied directly to chainsaw kills, and for some reason ammo pickups on the ground, especially in heavy combat rooms, are less than plentiful, you will need to be conserving chainsaw fuel for the right moments.
Chainsaw fuel lit. Oh my god. Can you comment that again? The comment. Oh look, it connects to this. It's a whole cluster. I'm sorry, can you please comment that again? I didn't get it. Because YouTube is just, ugh. Bruh, does this guy not know that Chainsaw, actually, like, Chainsaw in Doom Eternal is way better than the one. Oh my god, YouTube! Stop cutting the comment off! Does this guy not know that the chainsaw actually refuels its fuel? I mean, yeah, he's playing on ultraviolet. I played on Hurt Me Plenty, and I don't think I really had that much of a problem with ammo. I think the reason is because I diversified what guns I use. Like, if you really go on my streams, you'd see me. I literally take a shotgun, the super shotgun, I'd blast something, then switch to a rocket launcher, then start blasting other things. And then I'd switch to other guns, swip swap, and all that stuff. If you do that, you won't have a problem with ammo.
Because of how annoyingly long some of these fights are, especially when you get to the point where marauders show up.
Hey, you want to see fights? Spoiler alert. The end part of the Ancient Gods has 2 arenas that has a long-ass fight, and I had no problem, and I beat both on the first try.
Multiple fuel points. The end result, all this combined, is that you very often need to get chainsaw kills to have any ammunition at all for any gun.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't realize the fact that, you know, the reason the chainsaw has regenning ammo and you don't actually have to pick up the gas cans anymore is because, you know, ammo management is a new actual mechanic in the game. Like,
yeah.
If you're running out of ammo in encounters with larger demons, leave some of the smaller demons alive to go and chainsaw later. In fact, most arenas later in the game have those smaller demons respawn constantly. So
exactly. The zombies will always respawn and give you ammo for chainsaw kills.
This game, it's part of playing the game. It's part of the strategy you have to think of.
Upper Echelon doesn't get it.
It's not like Doom 2016, where you get more than enough ammo just by doing occasional glory kills, and it's all over the floor. This is a much more strategic.
I almost want to go start playing Ultraviolence just to prove this guy wrong.
For that exact reason. It's like every 10 seconds. You're not going to run out of ammo if you were consciously watching your ammo supply.
Exactly.
But that was definitely one of the reasons he was getting roasted in the comment section, because, you know, he was not approaching the use of the chainsaw
he
the way
wasn't.
the game intended. And, well, you know, if he was having issues with ammo, he could turn on the infinite ammo cheat, which is unlocked very early in the game. But now he's gonna bitch about wave-based combat in an arena shooter. I mean, you really just cannot make this shit up.
Another exacerbating factor is wave-based combat. Pretty much all of your major encounters are just wave-based combat of the same enemies over and over and
You want it to be a snooze fest? Do you want it to be easy? Doom is literally kind of supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be like a little cutesy, funsy daisy. No, it pushes you. I've definitely felt that push, right? I've died a lot of times in Doom, so there's nothing wrong with that. You have to die to learn. You have to, or, well, in a game you do. You have to basically, you know... What? Oh. Like, what the heck? Thought I put tough in this shulker, but no, I didn't. Doom, I wouldn't say. On Hurt Me Plenty, it's not the hardest game I've ever played, but it is a little bit more difficult than my average game I do play.
That's not to say that the combat isn't fun, because it is, and despite the fact there is a huge amount of enemy archetype repetition, they still feel just as good to glory kill as ever before. But the sheer number of waves, one after another, of the same enemies just spread out, gets horribly annoying.
Again, I don't really know what you were expecting here. You bought an arena shooter. The entire
No
point
kidding.
is to sit in an arena and kill wave after wave of enemies. Go to the next arena, rinse and repeat. That's why people like Doom. It's non-stop action. Apparently,
Yeah, I love that's another reason I like
you're
it.
playing the wrong type of game.
How do
Here's
you
the
make this
thing.
in
In one room, you might go up against 2 spider enemies, then 2 eyeball enemies, then 2 chargers, then 2 more spiders, then 2 more eyeballs. And by the end,
That's
you get the
Doom.
whole
It's
thing. Why
have you ever played any Doom game before? Upper
where there are 4
Echelon?
spiders
I've played every single
just at
Doom
the
except
same
for
time.
Mighty
So you
Doom.
can at least group them together.
That's
and
literally
you
all
can
Doom
say,
is. It's just non-stop enemies. Literally from 1993 to 2020. That's it. It's non-stop enemies.
You know, if I didn't know any better, I would almost think that this guy is trying to argue that Doom Eternal has too much gameplay. But now we're going to move on to everyone's favorite enemy type, the Marauders. Now, this is an enemy I don't personally like.
I'm fine with them. The Marauder was pretty difficult for me at the beginning. I did kill it on my first try. It did take... Well, yeah. Honestly, I found the Marauder fight a little bit heated at first. But once you kill 1 or 2 and you really start paying attention, you can definitely finesse them very easy when you get deeper into the story. Marauders, again, they're a little difficult when you first encounter them, but after your second or third one and you kind of get the feel for how they go, they're pretty easy to kill. I've taken 2 at once on Hurt Me Plenty. Yeah, maybe it's not ultraviolence, but hey, at least it's not the easiest one. I chose the medium difficulty. I didn't want anything too hard or too easy for me. And I also played without Sentinel armor. Go look at my streams, you can see this for yourself. Never put Sentinel armor on once.
This video, though, I have gotten a lot better at taking them out, and I do kind of see the value they add to the game. Like, honestly, I found a way to make them much more manageable. Use the sticky bombs, it melts those motherfuckers, so if you're stuck on them, yeah, pun intended, definitely try that out. Also, rocket launcher splash damage if you hit them from far away also works great. So, they are...
Or hit them when their eyes are green and start blasting them with a super shotgun. Maybe not the best idea, but hey.
Finding the best way to take out these different demons as fast and efficient as possible, unlike what this guy thinks. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and hear him bitch about Marauders for a second.
The horrible part is that they also have a completely invulnerable red shield that they can pull out in a split second whenever they want. Which
Don't tell this guy about, spoiler alert, don't tell this guy about the end boss for Ancient Gods Part 2.
If you die, you have to do the whole thing again. These Marauders
Yeah, it's Doom. You want it to be easy peasy?
Deal a ton of damage and have a boatload of health. All of it combines to make an encounter that just sucks. I know some contrarian edgelords in the comment section will be like, well, you just need to do this and that and the other blah, 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 get good scrub. Well,
he's
sure,
fighting it with a rocket launcher.
Condescending this guy.
You have to wait for its eyes to go green, dummy.
On how to handle it, and he's gonna instantly dismiss it because you know
Exactly.
how he plays the game is obviously the superior way. Like this dude has an ego on him.
Like when people are trying to help you, they're not trying to be assholes. They're trying to help you because they're nice.
Trying to piss people off with this review, and at the same time, the way he's playing this game is awful, dude. This gameplay looks like that Dean Takahashi guy, or even worse, the quartering.
Wow, the meatball got me again. One more time, one more time, one more time. You know, funny, where's the chain that Dean Takahashi couldn't jump?
He is. This guy is using a freaking heavy cannon on a Caco demon at close range. Everybody knows you should put a freaking sticky bomb, shoot it into its mouth, and then blow it up, and then get a glory kill. Caco's like the easiest to take out. Just don't let them get too close, or else you'll find out the hard way why they suck.
And your overall experience.
This guy is really out here trying to claim that the average player is going to play on ultra violence.
Yeah.
We know that is not true. Like most people.
Not everybody's gonna play on ultra violence.
Maybe they'll play it on Hurt Me Plenty, but even then, that difficulty is pretty challenging. And dude, just looking at your gameplay, you really should not be playing on ultra violence because I'm not gonna lie, this footage.
Honestly, when I buy a video game for my first time, I jump into it, I will always pick the medium difficulty. I don't want anything to be way too easy for me, but I don't want it to be like a snooze fest where like, you know, my experience is kind of hurt. Like I knew Doom was supposed to be really, really fun and cool, so I didn't want to put it on like the easiest difficulty to ruin my feel of it. But I also didn't want to have it put on the hardest, so I'll always choose the medium difficulty to give me a fair experience. Hurt Me Plenty is a little difficult. It's not impossible if you have enough willpower. Oh my gosh, look how big this freaking vein is. It's probably 2 tough clumps, globs, literally hit next to each other. Yeah, I should not have a tough problem. No pun intended, I should have that big of a tough problem after this. This should last me.
Painful to watch. Like, it is really bad. You should not be playing on one of the difficulties meant for veterans of the Doom series. I think
This guy's playing on ultra violence and is judging the game. I feel like every single video game should be judged on its medium difficulty. Because honestly, it gives it a fair advantage. The fair difficulty for Doom, in my opinion, is Hurt Me Plenty. It's not too challenging, but it's not too much of a snooze fest.
But that basically wraps up the main points people had issues with in his review. You know, he's complaining about the game being too difficult while playing on one of the hardest difficulties. He's bitching about the ammo while not taking advantage of the chainsaw properly. And on top of that, he has this really condescending attitude and just like this almost resentment towards people trying to help him understand how to play the game better. But believe it or not, guys, we are only at the halfway point because things further take a nosedive from here on out, and he further escalates the drama. Now, the very next day, the Backlash had reached a point where, you know, he felt like he needed to respond, and that day he released an 11-minute long video titled Criticism of Games is Necessary. And basically, this is an 11-minute long video, go figure, that just blows smoke up his own ass for that 11 minutes. Like, this guy, if you don't think he had an ego before, watch this entire video and tell me any differently, but this video was painful to get through too, because it has to be one of the single cringiest things I think I have seen in my entire life. Like, this guy, for 11 minutes straight, is talking about how it's his duty, his responsibility to review a game honestly, because people's lives are on the line. And no, I'm not joking, this guy actually thinks that a video game review is going to significantly alter the course of someone's life, depending on if he recommends it or not.
The only life he's changed is his own, and it's for the negative.
I myself habitually and intentionally focus on criticism for one very important reason.
Well, that's not surprising.
Customer value. Having the platform that I do, there is an actual, tangible, and measurable effect on certain gamers' lives. When I say this is amazing or I recommend that game, a notable number of players will quite literally purchase the product based on that recommendation. When a viewer watches a video and purchases a game as a result of my praise for the title, the responsibility of their enjoyment rests on me. To be clear, this is not abstract or disconnected. The responsibility is directly on me because my words were the catalyst, resulting in their decision to spend money.
I just really can't handle how cringy this is, dude. Like, this man is reviewing video games. He is not performing an open heart surgery.
Well, let's I think he is.
He is saying whether or not he likes a video game or not. That's it, bro.
That's literally it.
As a result of that, you are not having
like, he's not doing anything truly life-changing.
Like, Jesus Christ, this dude is acting like he has some moral superiority because he's willing to criticize a video game where others may not be. I mean, dude, just take a step back and stop being so cringy. You're talking about video games on YouTube. You're not changing anyone's lives, but this video just keeps getting better, dude. Like, honestly, there's just so many quotes like the one I'm about to show you that just make this entire thing a complete masterpiece.
You don't have anything positive to say, don't say anything at all. A phrase I view to be an abhorrent, offensive, and extremely pathetic statement of weakness.
I mean, this dude, like he's holding nuclear launch codes or something. Like, you tone it down a little bit.
Calm down,
about video games on YouTube. What you're doing is not that important, trust me, man. Have some sense of, like, self-awareness. What the fuck are we in the middle of right now? The entire world's on lockdown? I mean, man, there just comes a point where you need to accept. You made a bad review. You got stuff wrong. You attacked people for disagreeing.
I honestly do not care about Doom journalists. Not just Doom journalists, but it's game journalists. I don't get the point.
You can overcome, my man. But
they say the worst games are great and the great games are bad.
Because when he made this video,
and this is a primary example of it.
Replied to the tweet where he announced it, said, breaking from my normal topics. I thought it was high time I explained why I'm deliberately finding critical angles for coverage. It's because you want clickbait views, bro. Let's be honest here. Negativity sells on YouTube.
True that.
There's no other way to put it, but you can try to defend yourself. But anyway, someone replied to this tweet saying he was so butthurt about one of his videos receiving a mixed response that he had to make an entire new video just to defend himself. Laughed my ass off. Just imagine. To which he responded to saying, imagine following me, helped you out, and removed you from following this Twitter, by the way, and only reading titles without understanding the actual concept. Just imagine. So this dude dude is so triggered now. He is blocking people on Twitter for calling him out. Like, you really just cannot make this shit up. But at this point, you know, I thought
I've gotten triggered. I've never been as butthurt as this guy.
I had kind of dropped it at this point. But this motherfucker then pulls me back in. He tweets out again, this time taking a screenshot of my video saying there are valid criticisms to make regarding my Doom review, but they sure as shit shouldn't come from this guy. And then
and why is that?
Screenshots, you know, first he highlights the title of my video, which was Doom Eternal is literal FPS perfection, which from a mechanic standpoint, that's what I meant. Yeah, I think the game is gameplay. You know, that's my
I love it. Yeah, same here. The gameplay is some of the best I've ever experienced. And I'm new into Doom.
Of my comments section to where I made a joke in the fucking comments of my own YouTube video and said, if I was dying...
This guy is one of those guys that finds every single crack in your character and tries to exploit it while thinking he's strong.
Obviously a joke, but he's using
exactly what upper echelon is.
I should not be allowed to criticize his video. And to make it even worse, this was after he put out this new video talking about why criticism is so necessary. So I just want you to take a look at this clip and keep it by this absolute display of genius he just put out in this tweet.
The phrase, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, is mentally deficient, because the true impact is lack of improvement. When a baseball player has a bad swing, only saying nice things about it will never, ever improve his performance.
Yeah, I can kind of agree with him on that one.
If he truly adhered to the principle of only saying or doing positive things, society would not advance. Criticism pushes innovation and spurs improvement. The thing about
but at the same time, it's funny to hear him start saying some philosophical shit when he's the one that gets butthurt and offended over every single criticism that everybody offers him.
To criticize him because I made a joke in my YouTube comments. I mean, this is how triggered this guy is. This is how much of a hypocrite he is. He is so non-self-aware that he cannot see how flawed his arguments are. Like, this dude is literally running circles around himself, embarrassing himself at every single turn. Like, I really didn't even instigate this. This was all him, dude. He's the one who picked the fight. I didn't even go hard on the guy. And at this point, you know what? I took the tweet. I made my final community post on the entire thing. Because, you know, again, I wasn't really trying to instigate it. But you know what? I need to respond. Because, you know, I can't respond on Twitter. So the YouTube posting is the only way I can. So, you know, I took a screenshot of the tweet and simply said, these gaming news channels are so desperate. They think me making a joke in my comments section is some sort of indicator that I have no right to call them out for a complete garbage review. These guys are worse than the journalists they claim to hate.
I have to agree with that.
Echelon gamers, thanks for the clout, bro.
Look, all that tough. We just got
really
good amount of tough.
Because a couple hours later, I made sure I tagged him too so he would see it. And you know, since I'm verified on YouTube, he will get the notification of that. So anyway, a couple of hours later, he replied in a now deleted comment that luckily I was still able to get a screenshot of, because even though he deletes the comment, you know, the notification still stays.
Look how strong he is. Deletes a comment, completely folds.
YouTube post and said, "You are Talifi. What gas station sushi?"
Oh my god, this guy is cringe.
That's right, guys. He resorted to the same classic insult that many have tried to hit me with in the past. You know, like a certain furry on YouTube that wasn't happy that I called his Reddit video cringe. You know, he called me the Diet Coke Leafy. Now I'm the gas station
Diet
sushi
Coke
Leafy. Fuck you, bro. I mean, fuck it, dude. I guess the truth.
My god, these guys are like the freaking schoolyard bullies who think whatever they say is just funny, and it's just so painful.
With upper echelon gamers, you know, this entire thing.
You know what's funny? The fact that he literally kind of like, he really has an ego on him.
I think probably only Hippo Zone, I would say, went this hard. Like, this guy is unhinged.
Respect, soldier.
He got triggered over this entire Doom review, dude. And it's funny, too, because he has a bunch of anti-SJW videos on his channel, but this dude got more triggered than any SJW I think I've ever seen in recent memory. So, you know what, the moral of the story is, it's the internet. Don't take things too seriously, kids. You know, you make a bad review, just let it fly, dude. Like, honestly, you're gonna
exactly. I've made F-ups in my past.
Jesus Christ, we're talking about video
Move on.
So it really is not
that energy you could put into dwelling on it could be put into other things. Move the F on.
Put together, and overall, I think it turned out to be a pretty damn entertaining video, all things considered. So again, if you did enjoy it, I would greatly appreciate you dropping a like on it. And plus, you know, it would really make my day, dude. I'm stuck in my apartment all day. All I can do is make YouTube videos for you guys, so it really brings a little sunshine to my existence. But anyway, guys, with that said, I want to thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to check out this video, and for all the recent support as well. and I will catch you guys next time.
That's funny watching just someone self-destruct to a certain degree. Like when it's someone like upper echelon, a lot of time like there's a lot of flaws about them, and then they feel like there's a lot of flaws about everybody else, but then they just realize that they're a hypocrite. Bruh. Man, we got 5 blocks of diamonds. Cope. I'm gonna tell you this, my guy. Go mine deep slate. Ooh, that's perfect. That's a multiple of 9. Go mine deep slate, Dylan. Or go mine tough. Go mine tough. I found like 6 blocks of diamonds from mining tough. Alright guys, I'm gonna go. I'm sorry. That tough I mined, I just got that amount of diamonds. The great thing about tough is that it's gonna be faster than mine. Also, try to target iron mines or iron veins. If you can't find them, just go to chunk base. But yeah, anyway, that's my tip. See you guys. I may be back later today. If I ain't, I'll hopefully be streaming tomorrow. Anyway, peace out.